Hi, and welcome back to Cooking with Everyone. Today we're going to talk about some essential cooking tools that you might not have thought of. Well, and most people wouldn't think about kitchen tools, you think about pots, frying pans, knives, some other things that you might not have thought about. We got cutting board. This is a plastic one. It's great. You can get wooden ones as well. These are great if you have a dishwasher. These are easier to clean than the wooden cooking boards. Yeah, cooking boards. No, cutting board. Anyway, now we're gonna move on to some of the hand tools that you might not have thought of. Okay, here some of the got an offset spatula. We got a metal one that's great for barbecue or oven. Then we have a rubber spatula for like those non-stick ones if you can't use a metal one in there for flipping your food over. Those are two good essential tools to have in your kitchen. Another good essential tool to have in your kitchen is a meat mallet. This one's got a tenderizer part and a flattener part. Those are great for tenderizing your food. What else we got here? So we've got a spaghetti spoon. This is great for taking the spaghetti out of the pot. Not the other thing. A lot of people wonder what this hole is for, and that's like makes no sense. But if you take your spaghetti and put it in that hole, that is going to take your spaghetti, put it through that hole, and that's going to give you one portion filling up that hole. That's another good tool to have in your kitchen. Another good one to have in is a nice pair of tongs. It's good for metal ones are good for flipping stuff on the barbecue, flipping it over in your pot. That's definitely another essential tool to have in your kitchen. None of these are over expensive. You can get most of these at the dollar store actually. So another couple of things is we got, it's called like a slotted spoon. I don't like how it's slotted because it's got holes in it, but that's great for taking out any foods that you need to drain off and then set onto your dish. It's another good one to have. Another one is a serving spoon. This is good for stirring your pots, pans, if you have ones that you can use metal utensils in. It's great. Like I said, most of these you can buy at the dollar store, or you can get in a set. A lot of this stuff will come in a set in a container, and they're very inexpensive. The other thing is a wooden spoon. If you can't use metal, if you can't use the metal spoon in your pots and pans, wooden spoon is good to have. And sometimes for some of the things that you're cooking, the metal ones will change the color, so a wooden spoon is definitely good to have as well. Another good hand tool to have in your kitchen is a soup ladle. It's good for soups. Is also good for other things like putting soups and sauces in your dish or over your dish. It's definitely an essential tool to have in your kitchen. Another good essential tool is a nice whisk. It's good for like stirring non-chunky soups. Pardon me. If you don't have like mixer, this is good for like making meringues, whipped cream by hand. If you don't have one of the electric mixers, these are all definitely essential tools. Like I said, you can get these at the dollar store. You can get them in a set. None of them are overly expensive. All right, what else do we have here? This is a can opener. Yeah. So this is a nice style of can opener because the twist's on the top, and it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. This one will work for both of you and for that. So this one's a nice one to buy. It's a good essential tool to have in the kitchen as well. So we got here, we got a vegetable peeler, another essential tool to have in your kitchen. It's great for peeling potatoes, carrots, parsnips, things like that. So definitely want one of those in your kitchen tools. One other thing nice to have in there, if you're doing, this is a egg slicer. And it's good for slicing up eggs for egg salad. If you want to slice up some hard-boiled eggs for just put on your salad or whatever, you can also use it for soft items to slice them up. So you got to be careful, don't put anything too hard in these little wires are not the strongest, so they break. They're not that expensive. You get them for about, like I said, you get again at the dollar store, or 10 to 20, about $10 for one of these somewhere else. All right, those are all the hand tools that would be essential to have in your kitchen. And I'll be moving on to some other things that you definitely need to have in your kitchen. All right. One other hand tool I forgot to mention. It's a nice rubber spatula. It's great for scraping down your anything you need to scrape down, basically. So that's a good one to have in your hand tools as well. Another good tool to have in your kitchen is a box grater. This one is nice. It's got a larger for grating cheese, carrots, anything you need to grate. Then you got a little smaller grater on the other side. Got a garlic grater. It works okay, but chopping it with a knife usually works a little bit better. Another nice thing about this is got a slicer side on it. If you're not the greatest with using a knife, you can just take your carrot or whatever you need to slice up, potato, and just slide that down on there. Just take your item and knock it out. It's definitely a good one to have as well. Another essential thing to have in your kitchen, these are dry measures for measuring out like flour, sugar, things like that. You can get plastic ones that different sizes. The ones I got here has got 1 cup, half a cup, and this one's a 1/4 cup. You get a set for fairly cheap. And again, you pick those up at the dollar store as well, or wherever. Other essential thing that you should have in your kitchen is nice that's stackable. If you don't have a lot of room. Same with these guys are stackable. These are the wet measures. They're good to have for like measure out water, whatever, oil, whatever you need. So this is a 3-set. This guy is a 1 liter. What's nice about this one, it's got different measures all over it. The good ones to have. 4 cup, 1 liter. The small one's 250 milliliters or 1 cup. This guy's 2 cups or 500 milliliters. So yeah, you kind of want to get ones that have all measures, because not all recipes have the same measures on them. So it's good to have different measures on your measuring cups. And I did mention before, these guys here have both metric and imperial on them as well. Another nice thing about these, stack up, don't have a lot of room in your kitchen, good to save space as well. Again, okay, another measuring tool that's good to have in your kitchen. These are measuring spoons. We got if we can see that. 1 tablespoon goes down to 1/8 of a teaspoon. These are good to have. You can get plastic ones, metal ones, whatever your budget has. What's nice about these two guys, they stack up nicely, fit in a drawer with your silverware. So this is definitely another essential tool to have in your kitchen. So moving along, other things that we can definitely need. You got a loaf pan. This is good for if you need to do some sort of loaf, like a meatloaf. If you want to try hand it some bread, definitely going to need one of those in your kitchen tools as well. Another thing for doing like casseroles or something in the oven that needs a pan. This is definitely a good one to have. You can get metal ones like this or glass one. Like, it all depends on your budget. All these things you can pick up for fairly cheap, so it's another a good one to have. This one's just a small guy. It's good for like a couple of people. If you got a larger family or whatever, you might want a little bigger one. All right, what else do we got to talk about here? Well, yeah, again, stackable. Save up some space. We got some mixing bowls, multiple sizes, because sometimes you don't need this big a bowl for what you're doing. Sometimes you need one of these other guys. So this is a set of 4 different sizes. You gotta pick these guys up at the dollar store for fairly cheap. Stand still ones are nice. They're easy to clean. They don't stain. And again, if you have a dishwasher, they're great, easy to clean. I'm trying to think of anything else that I can think of, but oh, actually, I've got a couple more things here. Okay, we got one more thing, or a couple more things. We got a muffin tin. If you want to try hand muffins, it's definitely a good thing to have. This is a smaller one, it's a 6 one. You can get different sizes of these. The other thing, you want to try hand it, maybe Yorkshire puddings. Some of the recipes call to use a muffin tin. They're great to have, so this is a good item to have in your kitchen as well. 2 more things to talk about here. Okay, so we got, this is a cooling rack, and like I said, I keep repeating myself, you can pick up most of this stuff at the dollar store. Pick this one up at the dollar store. And yeah, this is great for, say you're making cookies, you need to pull them out, or bread that you need to pull out. Gets all the nice air around, you set it down, put all your items on there, let them cool down. Helps it cool a little quicker. Then you got a nice bake sheet here. It's great for definitely an expensive thing to have in your kitchen. But, great for baking cookies, or if you want to make melts, tuna melts, cheese toast, garlic toast, things like that. It's great to have in your kitchen. So I think that is everything today that I can think of. If I think of anything else, I will definitely add another video. But anyway, thanks for your time. Enjoy. Hope you liked this video. Like, subscribe. Got any suggestions of things that you'd like to see, let me know, and I will definitely try to get them. So any comments you have, let me know. Thank you very much.